So what I'm going to suggest is it's really hard sometimes with virtual readings to make connections with people. So when we have our reader speak, at the end, each person will get 3 minutes. If you want to unmute your speaker and clap or snap your fingers or do a woo-ha or whatever, that would be awesome, just to give some praise to the person who has read. So I suppose we will proceed with the open mic. So we're going by alphabetical order.
Thanks, Kim. We normally have space for 10 readers on our open mic, and we have 10 registrants at the moment. You'll be happy to know, Angelica, we just had a cancellation, so you're but with Sharon Berg. Is she online? Doing this alphabetically?
Yes.
Sharon, are you with us?
I finally got myself unmuted.
There we go.
Yeah.
Always yours, Sharon.
We can't see you though,
Okay.
Sharon, if you'd like to be visible.
We'd love to see you.
Where? Oh, I see. Okay. Is it start video? Is that what it is?
There you are.
There
Yep.
you are.
Sorry, I'm a novice with this as well.
That's fine.
I'm going to read a poem from my newly arranged book, which is coming out, I think, in September. It's called Stars in the Junkyard. And this is a poem called Metamorphosis. Like children, we have taken books to bed, reciting favorite poems, each to the other. Later, we discover more than any author delivers to the page as we stretch sheaf to sheaf, our faces beaded in the shivering of our tongues. Your friend has joked that you, of all men, should be used to becoming fodder for my poems. Only we too know the irony in how many slip beyond the page, candles writing their haiku upon the walls. Rampant, ignored, my poems are moles in a labyrinth beneath the skin. In this tiny attic room, under the sloping roof, we listen for snow melt, one note dripping, constant, on tin outside the window. You and I drift into stillness in the cradle of arms. Lover, we each live but a moment in our search, flecks of dust driven by winds, yet we are more than breath and dust. How to describe our metamorphosis? You and I become the poem. Both cadence and rhythm inform our lives as we dare to reach beyond the page. Placed in cosmic currents, we sing the body electric with verse, a haiku transfigured by candles.
Lovely. Thank you. Next up is Herb Bryce. And Herb, after you, so you can get up into the batter's box, is Kieran Egan. So Herb, take it away, please.
The reporter covers the world. He's seen it all. He calls it as he sees, and he begs for the people in despair to find a way to fix and to repair. He says, I saw a man, he punched his lover out. 5 teeth she lost and never got them back. I saw a woman, she bit her rapist dink, and she it was accused of the attack. I saw this driver ram his truck into the crowd. He went with speed and never did he lack. Peace, eh? Mr. Writer Man, where have you been? Mr. Writer Man, won't you tell us what you've seen? Have you seen some signs of peace? Do tell. For we keep hearing loud and angry voices yell. As foreign correspondent, our man, he wrote about the homeless fleeing from conflict. He wrote, I saw the killer gas kill kids. I saw the woman weep as a rifle clicked. I saw some gangs they pillaged. All Red Cross supplies for folks from their homes were kicked. Peace, eh? Mr. Writer Man, where have you been? Mr. Writer Man, won't you tell us what you've seen? Have you seen some signs of peace? Do tell, for we keep hearing loud and angry voices yell. Reporter Man, he speaks of wars he's seen. faces shot, limbs blown off, grown men in the mud crying for their mum. Please, God, save me from this hell or let me die, amen. War correspondent job has scarred me deep. I've died inside and prayed for the day when there is peace, eh? Mr. Writer Man, where have you been? Mr. Writer Man, won't you tell us where you've been? Have you seen some signs of police? Do tell, for we keep hearing loud and angry voices yell. I've seen good men and many women too do good things while war blows up their homes right up. They do this for the love and plea for peace, but the warring gods, they simply won't shut up. I see snake fleeing folks out of a boat. I saw some folks drowning out at sea. Peace. Oh, Mr. Writer Man, excuse me. Oh, Mr. Reporter Rounds, that's my faith in human beings. I have oft despaired. Help me to decide against my duties fail. Help me to find some of that boon that call you peace. Oh, on my rounds, I've seen it all. I've seen too much. I despair, poor humans. I can take no more of this. I retire now. There's peace in solitude. I'll come back when the world amends its peace. Peace, eh?
Is that it, Herb? Thanks very much, Herb. Next up, as I mentioned, is Kieran Egan, and up next after Kieran is Bryan Franco. Take it away, Kieran.
Okay, and this is called The New God of Instagram and Twitter. So superannuated gods, old and wrinkled gods, hollow-eyed gods, more dust than echo from their beaten ribs. Kindly form a queue to the left. You have my deep sympathy all, and do please have your forms filled out. I am springingly young and thumpingly strong. Watch my muscles ripple to music. Feel that forested thigh. Careful now, madam. My astonishing versatility, ladies and gentlemen, has attracted two further responsibilities. What to do with old confessional boxes, and, oh dear, what to do with redundant gods. The old confessionals, often carved by masters, are purveyed to kinky hotels as clothes closets, wardrobes. Just think, madam, of the frisson draping your daring gowns in these dark wood armoires in which what sins were confessed, with shelving for madam's fripperies and undies and whatevers, or sir's liquor cabinet in the games room, or for guns if killing is sir's game. But it's the old gods that vex me, some of them galactically enormous. Hands open, apologetic shrugs, rueful smiles, quite out of miracles and deepest truths, no smarter than the New Yorker or the TLS. And some, you'll be expecting this, are still as holy as boiling water. They'll intimidate you out of your skull, though they're increasingly transparent and seriously decomposing. But the old days, creations, Edenic gardens, tricky tests for mortals, damnation, salvation, all gone, and now you want some fun. I hear you. I can see you don't care about these profitless and profitless divinities, so let me just get the skids under them. I know, you're not listening. I'll get used to it. You're downtown back against a dumpster fucking while I'm trying to raise or lower the tone around here. But keep in front of mind that the god of irony's guns point in all directions. No pushing in line, please. We'll deal with you one by one, in order of your, shall we say, waning. We'll treat you better than you ever treated us. With them out to grass, it'll all be ours. Paradise, I promise you.
Thank you. Thanks. All right. Next is going to be Bryan Franco, and a heads up to Nefertiti Morrison, who will follow Bryan. Bryan?
What a great name.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
you hear
but
me?
we can't see you though.
Is it okay if I don't go on video, or do
That's
you want?
fine. Yep, that's
Absolutely.
Are you in your underwear again?
fine.
No, I am not that type of person. Thank you. So, not that there's anything wrong with it. I think that anyone can dress it however they want when they're online, as long as they don't show off everything. So, anyways, this is called A Letter to a Next Door Neighbor.
Oh, cool.
To Dave, parenthesis, I refuse to use the word dear because I consider you a jackass, parenthesis, colon. To call you a curmudgeon would be a compliment. You never smile. When you speak, you groan your words. You complain for the sake of complaining. I wish I could say I have never pretended to not hear the officiously inappropriate questions you lob at me from your front porch, but I have pretended and I cannot say. Please tell me why your wife Margaret can't have a simple neighborly conversation with anyone without your forced input. Frequent daily remarks like, don't listen to what she says, she ain't no expert on that, and she don't know what she's talking about, never seems to register in your tiny brain as emotional abuse. I asked her for gardening advice once, and after she didn't get halfway through the front door, when she turned around and said, David said it's a bad idea. Well, David, I have seen Maggie smile as she inserts arthritic fingers into fertile soil to reap sustenance for honeybees and hummingbirds. The only thing I've seen you do with dirt is bury your head in your backyard while belittling and criticizing your wife. I hate to think what kind of shit spills from the asshole of a mouth when the doors close and no one is around. Those supposedly inconsequential words you so often say to your wife of over 60 years of wedded bliss are considered abuse in a divorce court. You are a well-honed, German-made, surgical-grade stainless steel fillet knife, stripping away little pieces of her soul every time you put her in her place. When you use your words to stick ice picks into her self-esteem, punch her in the stomach, or pinch her so hard her psyche is bruised and scarred, she just bows her head, touches chin to chest, rolls up like a pill bug, and shrinks to the size of a glass figurine. The type stores keep next to signs that read, you break it, you buy it. But every time David breaks Margaret, Margaret pays the proprietor. To your credit, though, I do believe you realize your words have broken your wife of the habit of smiling and prevented her from crying manifest tears so visible beneath her crepe paper skin. It's as if someone shined a flashlight into a fishbowl of diamonds. And I do believe you realize the existence of the crimes of your non-existent heart. And that, sir, is why you never smile. Sincerely, a next door neighbor. Thank you.